when I crossed the river, I thought that was pretty cool. It was a lot of effort.
Yeah.
I had to do it. It was genuine.
You know what I love about that? And one of my best mates is Matto. But something I love about that is the amount of preparation I know Matto has put in, and I'm not taking it away from him because he's one of my good mates. And man, he's like a science to that bike, man. A
Yeah.
science, like it's watching the effort, the materials, this, the that, the bike. Like I didn't even know, probably millions he's spent
Really?
just with his company. Oh, thousands
Yeah,
to
right.
perfect that bike to do. Like, I mean, you didn't ride a wave and you did certain things and like that, but like, just watching the development of that motorcycle and that whole deal, and then to see you just like some bogan in the middle of Victor, the Northern Victoria, just come out with like aluminium plates on the bottom of your bike that you probably just got the local weld shop to create, and you just
Yeah.
skimmed across some
$400 they
pond or
cost me.
some floodwater at friggin' Witten's property, and then you're just like, yeah, she'll cross the Murray River, and then just going out and just crossing the Murray River and making it to the other side was just like, did you even have a boat? Did you even have?
Ah, I had no
You had
nothing to
nothing.
float it back up. So if it sunk, it
Like
was
if the bike went down, where was it? Like, dude, your bike could have got like you've walked the Murray River at its lowest point. There's logs everywhere down there. That bike could have gone forever.
yeah, probably. Yeah, I did
Why
make a
wouldn't it have?
flotation device, but I was like, I probably won't work. I don't even have a boat,
What
so
was it? What was the flotation device?
it was a one of them styrofoam buoys on a cable attached to the bars, just so I could fly.
Yeah. But it wasn't floating. It was just wherever it snagged, you
Yeah.
would
Oh, I didn't even have that on the
take
bike in the end anyway. Like I don't know how I would have found it if it sank. I just went like raw dogs, 250, nothing.
and one crossing one time.
I did it twice, and it's actually this will blow your mind. So you reckon it was Aussie Bogan. That 250 I did it on didn't have a main jet in it. No main jet. So you'll hear the
Why?
video. If you watch it
Why?
back, you'll hear it bog halfway across the river.
Why?
Well, I was supposed to race it in Supercross that year. I was going to come back and race Supercross, but I broke both my wrists. Trav was halfway through building the bike. I broke the wrist. He just sat it to the side and said, "Oh, don't worry about it." I call him up 2 days' notice. I'm like, "Trav, I want to cross the river on that bike. Can I have it?" He goes, "Yeah, no worries. I think it runs." I started it up. Sounded good. I'm like, "Oh, well, it's all been built."
You said no main? No
No main
main.
jet. Swear to God.
And it ran.
It runs up to 70% throttle, and then the main must open. So
And
I
then
figured
and
it.
then and then you didn't know because you hadn't really rode too much, like haven't rode 252 strokes too much. You probably just thought like you have, but you thought the power was still just good.
I just thought it was maybe tuned a bit shit. It sputtered a bit at the top and whatever. And I wrapped it up and down the road, and then it felt good off the bottom. It was crisp. I'm like, so it must be good. And then I figured I did a couple of test runs. Like, fucking bogs a bit up top. And as soon as I backed down the throttle to like 60%, it picked back up again. Must got on the mid jet. I'm like, right, if it fucking bogs, I just got to turn it down a bit and it'll be right. Just thinking it was a tuning issue. And then anyway, yeah, sent it across the river. And if you watch the first video, you'll hear it halfway, right in the middle. I went
Yeah.
past 70% on the main jet and it goes, whoa. I'm like, no. So I tuned it down and it just fucking picked up again and off it went. So, and then after it, because I gave that bike away, I said, Travis got a bit
But
of a bog
you took it. Just a question. You took it off the bank, drove back around, and then went again.
again about the main jet.
How? Where was that?
Well,
Like was that east of Pachuca?
nah, so also to finish the story, because I gave that bike away in the end.
Yeah.
And I said to Trav's got a fucking bit of a bog up top. Like, you want to just chuck on the dyno and tune it before we give it away? He goes, yeah, no worries, chuck it on. Anyway, he put it on the dyno and he's figured out it's got no main jet in it. So that was out. Like, we didn't even know until it was about to go away. So that was the end of that. He took it
So you
out to
crossed
replace it.
underpowered. You crossed underpowered.
Yeah, it was all good until he went to 70%. And then after that, it was just
Yeah,
dead.
but that's still underpowered.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Like you made it across, and like I feel like the bike loses so much when it's not like on water. It chews it, like it takes it down.
Yeah, so the risk of that was the river was about 90 meters across, and I could get like 110 with a perfect entry before I'd sink 110 meters. So it was like you had to come in as quick as you possibly could. And then if you bounce it all on the entry, you lose all your speed. So if you come in like on a downwards angle,
Yeah,
the
yeah. It has
water,
to be a perfect plane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like depending on the plane, you'd get like within 20 to 30 meters difference in how far you could make it. So that was like the biggest risk was just getting in and not having a bounce. But it was at fucking Baruga, Cobram.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so we drove over there and I just drove over that morning. I didn't really know where to do it. We just flew in the plane up and down the river and seen like some big sandbanks and then drove over and plugged with the shovel and off she went. Worked out all right.
You get in, and you never got anything for that. Like no shit
No, nothing, eh? Nothing at all. It was on the news and all.
on the news. That's what I thought was funny.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. What is it? Trail bike rider crosses the Murray
yeah. Trail
River.
bike rider. Yeah, they're my pronouns now.